Welcome to another stock analysis video performed by MajesticTrader.com, where active traders seek greater profits. So let's begin. We are looking at the daily chart of Dean Foods, symbol DF. The daily chart goes back to 2005 when we put a Fibonacci retracement from the peak of price back in April-May timeframe of 2007 to the bottom of the stock price action to about November-December timeframe 2010. So we want to finish this downtrend line, and we could see when we do that, that current price is right up against it. So we'll come back to this when we look at a lower time frame for an entry point. We've also identified a couple of confluence areas. Number one is this is the area where price broke down. So it broke down below this level here, and we put a line there at 1410, as you can see, and with that Fibonacci retracement, we could see that it goes to Fibonacci level 23.6, which is stock price 1428. So that could give us a potential first target profit level, and we'll come back to that a little bit later when we want to look at the actual trading. One of the things that it started to do here over the last 3 to 4 months, it started to build a nice little top. So we put a line there at 1077. So that'll help us when we try and determine an entry price. We are now looking at a more detailed view of Dean Foods, symbol DF, on the daily. So now we've drilled down a little bit more to truly look at the price action over the last year. And one of the things that we want to see, as we mentioned in the macro view, is that it's really building a top here around 1077. And we could see by going back here that it really had a tough time trying to get over that price last summer. Still couldn't get over the price, gapped down, bottomed out, kind of created this nice little cup format here. And it still was building a top here at 1077. Now this is the longer term downtrend line that we extended to the right, and if you remember, that goes back to 2005. So one of the things that we're looking for here is, number one, we want it to look to break the downtrend. Number two, we want to look for volume. And number three, if possible, we'd like to look for a breakout level. So let's identify that. Number one, here is the potential breakout of the downtrend. Number two, look at the volume. Right now we've been at or above the volume average, and it looks like it's been rising here over the last month, which is a positive sign for the stock price. And number three, here is the breakout level. So we want to see it get over 1077. With volume if possible. So we've identified an entry price here at 1087. Remember that confluence that we talked about here with the gap down, bottom price there, and the confluence with the 23.6 fib at price 1428. Now, one of the big things that we try and look for is this around a round number? And it is. It's around 14. So we want to put our target price about 3 to 5 cents. In this case here, we'll put it 5 cents below a round number at 13.95. And we'll look at a longer price target at 16.40. Right here is a big resistance area or a supply zone of price, and you could see the way it came out. So for Dean Foods, we're looking at an entry price of 1087. A target 1 of 13.95, and a target 2 of 16.40. Hi everybody, just want to give you a quick update on Dean Foods DF. To follow up on the video that you have been watching, we made a recommendation of an entry price on Dean Foods at 1087. First things first, we wanted to make sure that it broke the downtrend line, which some of you used as an entry right here. 1087 was more of a higher probability entry because it was building an ascending triangle here, as you can see, which is one of our favorite candlestick patterns. So once it broke that shelf line here at 1077, we have an entry at 10 cents above that 1087, which it broke through, pulled back and retraced to again. The other thing that it did is when earnings came out earlier this week, They were very good, and the stock went up about $1.50, $1.60 that day. As you can see, it has retraced a little bit, and if it pulls back to $12 or even $11.85, you might want to look to accumulate more shares at that time. But once that happens, you could look for the target price on Dean Foods to go to target number 1, which is $13.95. We probably expect that. Thank you for attending another expert stock analysis video by MajesticTrader.com, where active traders seek greater profits. Please visit our website at MajesticTrader.com to learn more about our premier newsletter.